Hi everyone. I wanted to welcome you to the start of week 5. I'm so excited for all of you that have stuck it out for your first month through this challenge. Sticking anything out for a month is a really remarkable thing, so to be able to keep yourself motivated and on task and accountable for this past 30 days is really an accomplishment, and I'm so proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourselves. So now that we've come to the end of our first month and you're getting ready to do your measurements tomorrow, I want you to do a few things. I want you to stop and look back and reflect on the past month. If you're happy with your weight loss, that's awesome. I want you to keep pushing yourself, doing the things that you've been doing. If you are not, then I also want you to think about what you've been doing. So, a couple of things that you could look into. If you are doing a program that requires weights, if you're finishing T25, or if you're doing T25 and you're finishing the alpha phase, you'll be moving into the beta phase where you will be using weights. Sometimes when you increase your weights, that's when you really see a difference. A lot of times as women, we think that if we increase weights, we're going to bulk up, and that's not necessarily the case. If we increase weights, we a lot of times are burning more calories, which can really get us to our goals more quickly. So if you are completing a program that requires weights, you may want to even increase them. Another thing I've mentioned before is look at your water intake. Make sure you're drinking at least half of your body weight in ounces a day. I know that when I change my water intake and when I look at it, I really see a difference in my weight loss. When I got to the end of my first 30 days, I sort of stalled out and kind of hit a plateau. And so what I did was I would sit down and I would look at exactly how much water I was taking in. And the other thing that I would do is I would, we all make our meal plans, but I would actually do a food journal some days because I would find that, sometimes I get off track. And even though I have it written down in my meal plan, things may come up and I may, have a cheat here and there. Candy sometimes is my weakness, or ice cream. So if it's around and offered to me, a lot of times I accept, especially if I'm doing well with my weight loss and I'm on track. Sometimes it kind of works against me because I'm thinking like, I lost 5 pounds. I can have that piece of candy. You lost 5 pounds because you weren't eating that candy, but somehow it's like reverse psychology. So what I find is if I write down what I'm eating, I'm less likely to make those cheats. If I have to put it in, pen to paper, then I don't want to write down that I, had ice cream or had a piece of chocolate. So that really works for me. So that's something that you could do. So going forward, I want you to really, like I said, be proud of yourselves, but use this as a time to also reflect, reevaluate, think about what you've been doing that's working, and maybe what you've been doing that hasn't been working, or something that, maybe you haven't been giving something your all. Maybe you haven't been all in with your clean eating, or maybe you, aren't going all out in your workouts, or you could increase your weight, or, you're cutting out 5 minutes early or not doing your stretches. So what I want you to do is think about that. Think about one thing that you think you could really do and change to step up your game in the next 30 days as we approach the second half of this challenge. And I want you to post that in the group. So post for us the one thing that you are going to change that you think is really going to be a game changer for you, something that you could improve upon. We've been highlighting our strengths and the things that we couldn't do before that we're doing now. So really think about, what is it going to take to get you in the next 30 days to reach that 60-day goal that you have, the goal that you had set for the end of this challenge. Eyes on the prize, keep pushing forward. You guys are doing awesome, and I want you to continue. So again, post it in the group, share it with us. If you have more than one thing you want to change, post that too. For me, it's definitely going to be food journaling. I'm going to pick up with that this week. So have a great week. Keep checking in. I'm loving seeing your posts and your sweaty pics. And keep up the good work, guys. Have a great week.